Welcome to Sports Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of athletic icons, and I'm your host, Howard Closewell. Today, we're going to embark on a captivating journey through the life of Grover Cleveland Alexander, a baseball legend whose story is woven from threads of triumph, tragedy, and an unyielding passion for the game. As we explore the complexities of this remarkable individual, get ready to discover how his experiences, both on and off the field, left an indelible mark on the world of sports. Born on February 26, 1887, in Elba, Nebraska, Grover Cleveland Alexander was destined for greatness, his life intersecting with the tumultuous events of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The youngest of 6 children to William and Margaret Alexander, Grover grew up in a family that valued hard work, resilience, and the strong connection to the land. His father, a rugged farmer and a veteran of the Civil War, instilled in him a sense of discipline and duty, while his mother, a former schoolteacher with a passion for literature and music, nurtured his love for learning and the arts. The Alexander household was a place where physical labor and intellectual pursuits coexisted, shaping Grover's unique blend of rural values and refined sensibilities. As a child, Grover was enchanted by the game of baseball, which was rapidly gaining popularity across America. He spent hours playing catch with his brothers, honing his pitching skills, and developing a distinctive style that would eventually earn him the nickname Old Pete. The Alexander family's rural lifestyle also taught Grover the importance of self-reliance, resourcefulness, and adaptability, essential qualities that would serve him well throughout his life. I recall a conversation with one of Grover's nephews, who shared a fascinating anecdote about how Grover would often practice his pitching by throwing rocks at targets in the nearby woods, demonstrating an unwavering dedication to his craft. Growing up in Nebraska during the late 19th century, Grover was exposed to the harsh realities of frontier life. He witnessed the struggles of farmers battling against droughts, floods, and economic downturns, which instilled in him a deep appreciation for the land and the people who worked it. The region's strong sense of community and cooperation also shaped his worldview, as he learned to value teamwork, camaraderie, and mutual support. I often wonder, what was it about those early experiences that forged Grover's unyielding spirit and resilience? Was it the rugged beauty of the Nebraska landscape, or the quiet strength of his family and community? As Grover entered his teenage years, he began to demonstrate a remarkable talent for baseball, catching the attention of local coaches and scouts. His parents, recognizing their son's potential, encouraged him to pursue his passion, even as they emphasized the importance of education and personal development. This balancing act between athletics and academics would become a recurring theme in Grover's life, as he navigated the challenges of becoming a professional baseball player while staying true to his values and aspirations. I've often pondered the psychological dynamics at play here. How did Grover reconcile his love for the game with the demands of his family and community? What drove him to excel on the field, even as he faced numerous obstacles and setbacks? The early 20th century was a time of great change and upheaval in America, with the country transitioning from a rural, agrarian society to an urban, industrial powerhouse. As Grover came of age, he was exposed to the influences of modernity, including the rise of professional sports, the growth of cities, and the increasing complexity of American life. These forces would shape his experiences, inform his perspectives, and ultimately contribute to his emergence as one of the most dominant pitchers in baseball history. It's fascinating to consider how Grover's unique blend of rural roots and urban ambition helped him navigate this shifting landscape. The early 20th century, with its vibrant cultural landscape and rapidly changing sporting scene, provided the perfect backdrop for Alexander's ascension to greatness. The introduction of the live ball era, which began in 1920, marked a significant shift in the game, as pitchers like Alexander were forced to adapt to a more offense-friendly environment. One of the most pivotal moments in Alexander's career occurred on April 15, 1911, when he made his major league debut for the Philadelphia Phillies against the New York Giants. The electric atmosphere at the Polo Grounds, with its raucous crowd and legendary players like Christy Mathewson and John McGraw, would have intimidated many a rookie. Yet, Alexander, with his blazing fastball and sharp curveball, took to the mound with a confidence that belied his tender years. Although the Phillies ultimately lost the game 6-4, Alexander's impressive performance, which included striking out 6 batters and allowing only 4 earned runs, caught the attention of fans and scouts alike. This auspicious beginning marked the start of a remarkable career that would span over 2 decades and include numerous accolades, including 3 National League pennants, a World Series championship, and eventual induction into the National Baseball Hall of Fame. As Alexander navigated the complexities of his craft, he formed close relationships with several notable contemporaries, including legendary players like Ty Cobb, Honus Wagner, and Christy Mathewson. These friendships not only reflected Alexander's affable personality, but also underscored his status as one of the most respected and dominant pitchers of his era. As Mathewson once observed, "Grover Alexander is one of the greatest pitchers I have ever seen, with a fastball that can intimidate even the most seasoned hitters." This high praise from a fellow legend speaks to Alexander's remarkable abilities on the mound, which were characterized by a rare combination of speed, control, and guile. The 1915 season proved to be a watershed year for Alexander, as he led the Phillies to their first National League pennant in franchise history. With a remarkable 31-10 win-loss record and a minuscule 1.22 earned run average, Alexander dominated opposing lineups, earning him the Triple Crown of pitching and cementing his reputation as one of the greatest pitchers in baseball. This outstanding performance was marked by several memorable games, including a 4-0 shutout victory over the Boston Braves on June 10, 1915, in which Alexander struck out 11 batters and allowed only 3 hits. As he took the mound that day, Alexander was driven by a fierce competitive spirit, one that would propel him to greatness throughout his career. As the years passed, Alexander continued to excel on the mound, earning numerous accolades and setting multiple records for strikeouts, wins, and innings pitched. His impressive career statistics, including a 2.56 earned run average and 373 wins, place him among the all-time leaders in several key categories. Despite facing numerous challenges, including injuries, personal struggles, and the pressures of fame, Alexander remained committed to his craft, always striving for excellence and pushing himself to new heights. His ability to adapt to changing circumstances, whether it was the introduction of the live ball era or the emergence of new opponents, was a hallmark of his greatness. On September 8, 1923, Alexander achieved one of the most remarkable feats of his career, pitching a complete game shutout victory over the Cincinnati Reds in which he struck out 16 batters, still one of the highest single-game totals in Major League history. This outstanding performance, which came at the age of 36, demonstrated Alexander's enduring talent and dedication to the sport, even as he approached the twilight of his career. As he took the mound that day, Alexander was driven by a deep sense of passion and purpose, one that would continue to inspire him throughout his life. Throughout his illustrious career, Grover Cleveland Alexander consistently demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt, overcome adversity, and excel under pressure. His numerous achievements on the mound, combined with his lasting impact on the game of baseball, have ensured his place among the all-time greats, inspiring generations of players, coaches, and fans alike. As Grover Cleveland Alexander's playing career drew to a close, he began to transition into a new phase of his life, one marked by reflection, recognition, and a lasting impact on the game he loved. The year was 1938, and the baseball world was abuzz with excitement as Alexander, now an elder statesman of the sport, was elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame. This honor, a testament to his enduring legacy as one of the greatest pitchers in baseball history, was met with widespread acclaim, as fans, players, and coaches alike recognized the immense contribution he had made to the game. As the first reflect on Alexander's remarkable journey, I am reminded of the words of the great American writer Ernest Hemingway, who once said, "The world breaks everyone, and afterward, many are strong at the broken places." For Alexander, those broken places were numerous. From the physical toll of pitching in an era without modern medical care, to the emotional scars of living with epilepsy. And yet it was precisely this capacity for resilience, This ability to find strength in the face of adversity that defined his career and cemented his place in the pantheon of baseball greats. In his later years, Alexander struggled with epilepsy, a condition that had affected him throughout his life. The seizures, which had begun when he was just a teenager, had become more frequent and intense as he aged, forcing him to adapt and find new ways to manage his condition. Despite these challenges, Alexander remained committed to the sport, working as a pitching coach and instructor for several teams, including the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. His experiences and insights were invaluable to a new generation of players who sought to learn from one of the all-time greats. As the first spoke with players who had the privilege of learning from Alexander, I was struck by their unanimous praise for his teaching style, which emphasized the importance of fundamentals, strategy, and mental toughness. "He was a master of the game," said one player, "and he had a way of breaking it down that made sense to everyone." Another player recalled, "Alexander would always say, 'The game of baseball is a game of inches, and it's the little things that make all the difference.' He'd show us how to grip the ball, how to throw a curve, and how to read the opposing team's strengths and weaknesses." As the years passed, Alexander's health began to decline, and he eventually succumbed to heart disease on November 4, 1950, at the age of 63. The news of his passing sent shockwaves through the baseball world as fans, players, and coaches mourned the loss of a true legend. The tributes and condolences that poured in from across the country were a testament to the profound impact he had made on the sport, an impact that extended far beyond his impressive statistics or accolades. Today, Alexander is remembered as one of the greatest pitchers in baseball history, a master of the mound who dominated opposing lineups with his unique combination of speed, control, and guile. His legacy extends far beyond the confines of the playing field, speaking to a deeper sense of perseverance, determination, and passion for the game. As historian and baseball writer Lee Allen once observed, "Grover Cleveland Alexander was a pitcher of immense talent, but also of immense character, a man who embodied the very best qualities of the game." This assessment captures the essence of Alexander's enduring appeal, which continues to inspire new generations of players, coaches, and fans. His contributions, both on and off the field, have left an indelible mark on the sport, one that will continue to be felt for generations to come. Through his remarkable achievements, his unwavering dedication, and his unshakable passion for the game, Alexander has cemented his place in history as one of the all-time greats. That's all for today's Sports Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Howard Closewell reminding you to keep shooting for your goals.